Well, hello everybody and welcome back, and as you can see we are back in the Dreamlight Valley, currently sat in the man cave. Although I know we are a female character, you can blame that on the other half. You know, it is still the man cave and it is work in progress, but that is not why we are here today. We are here today to talk about updates, and some of you may or may not be aware, but we had a trailer drop recently which has given us some sort of idea of which characters we can expect to see next on their way into the game. So let's first of all take a look at what they have put out. As you can see, it is coming this fall, which is pretty much any time onwards, so we can realistically expect this from October, and it is going to be something big. And yes, it is Toy Story. We will be getting Buzz and Woody, so that is incredibly exciting, and it does mean we get another realm, as we can see that will be unlockable from within the palace. The game obviously came out with its early access launch, which means we are a long way off the finished product of all the characters and all the stories and all the items added in, but it did mean it came with one heck of a lot of bugs, which is something we're going to talk about in a moment, which is what the recent update you've probably all noticed has been focused on resolving. We will get lots of new cosmetics with the new characters being added in, as you could see them showing off very nicely in the trailer, and of course some more miniature people to run around. I'm presuming they're going to be Remy style by the looks of this, and we're not actually going to have a full-blown massive Buzz Lightyear. Along with the cosmetics that will be added in, they will be interacting with other characters around the valley, and that means we'll probably have plenty of quests to be getting on with in the near future. Anyway, so let's talk about these bug fixes, because that is what everyone is here about. So September the 15th, update and patch notes literally came out last night, and that is what you will have been updating for. There's nothing else particularly new, just a load of things that have changed. So we've had these balance updates, mainly focusing on the spawn rates and loot tables for sparkling buried items, but that's initially what we're going to be looking at. A lot of these changes have actually added in particular with the loot tables, the addition of dream shards. There is a particular quest, we're not going to go into too much detail on that for spoiler reasons. Long story short, you needed some dream shards, and if you didn't have them, you were pretty much buggered and stuck. But we're going to move on from that topic, because they've also adjusted the loot tables for feeding critters, so they've removed flowers from the loot tables. I didn't find that too annoying, because I found that flowers were actually vaguely useful for certain crafting recipes that you needed, but you can't get them anymore when you feed the squirrels, so maybe that isn't the best thing when you can only, you know, feed a squirrel or a turtle or a raccoon once or twice a day, whatever it's actually set to currently. But we've added dream shards to those loot tables as well. As we said, people were complaining about that, so that's good that we've got more ways of getting those. Although if you spent all the ones you got as part of your founder package, that is kind of on you, because they were specifically meant for these quests later on. So if you want to get dream shards from critters, you need to feed them something they like or they love. Previously it was just something they love, but now it can be something they like. For example, if it's a squirrel, they obviously love peanuts, but you can go along and give them an apple, and that will give you at least 1 star, which should be enough for them to launch a dream shard your way. They've also adjusted the loot tables when you're clearing night fawns, so they have reduced chance of dropping coal for you, but they have increased the chance of dream shards dropping. We've then got loads of general bug fixes for loads of quests in the game. I know this hasn't actually addressed the vast majority of the quests. We've still got quite a few people with problems, but that's just the way this is going to go for a little bit when games are just kind of panning their way out. But that should be fixed in time. I'm sure they're more than aware of most of these. Now, this is something incredibly exciting in the user interface and experience section. We have increased menu loading speed. Now, that took absolutely ages trying to load this game up previously sometimes. However, I have been using it today, and I tell you what, it's been nice and swift, so no complaints on that whatsoever. Lots of updates aimed towards the Switch with regards to actually making it easier to use and just making it better in general, with optimization for future updates and trying to reduce the amount of times it's crashing. I haven't had the game crash on me yet today, so fingers crossed that may calm down a bit, but I am playing it on PC. Moving on to housing, they've apparently fixed an issue in which chests placed in a player's house may disappear when adding new rooms. That hadn't happened to me, but if that's been happening to you, that should now be sorted. They've also fixed an issue in which players who imported clothing from the avatar designer tool were unable to change clothing, or clothing appeared invisible, so that's all sorted. We've got various other fixes as well throughout the game, as well as loads of quest updates and fixes, so do go check out this Twitter post if you haven't already. It is on the Disney Dreamlight Valley official page. Anyway folks, we're going to call it there for today. Thank you all very much for watching. Make sure you leave this video a like, and of course subscribe, because I'm going to be posting lots of Dreamlight Valley content and making sure to keep you up to date on all the news, new characters and changes as and when they are coming to the game, because there is going to be quite a few over the next few weeks. I'm pretty certain of that, and hopefully it won't be too long until we can get our hands on Buzz and Woody and loads of new Toy Story gear. I'll see you all again next time for another one incredibly soon. Until then, have a lovely day.